Welcome to the show, viewers. I'm your host, Colin Sopio, and I do hope that you had a good weekend. And on Saturday, I'm glad also to have Major Don. Major Don, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Kolo. I'm glad to be here back once again.
Always a pleasure, Major Don. Now, before we get down to it, remember to view, like, subscribe, and share, and also drop a comment on the comment section down below. Remember, this show is brought to you courtesy of Lean of Carbs. Let's take you there. And on social media, we are at Facebook at Sporten TV, and also I'm at Molo Collins. Now, Major Don, this Sunday are going to be a big match between Arsenal and Liverpool. Your thoughts, Major Don, concerning this match, Liverpool against Arsenal?
Well, I don't conceive it as a big match. I just see it as another opportunity for Arsenal to rubber stamp what we did during the first leg. These guys, we beat them 3-2, but I can tell you for sure, this same round they won't even score. That 2 they got during the first leg, we have affirmed that. We have done our corrections properly on our defense, our slip-up defense that we had during the first leg. That's why they got their 2 goals that they scored. Diego Jota this time round, he is not there. I'm told the last time I checked he's in injury, but they have the Thiago Alcantara coming back. They also have Van Dijk coming back, which is not an issue to us. Those are small people. We have handled bigger messes than that one previously. So it's not a big match, but to us it's a final. We have 9 finals to go. That's our first one. And then after that we'll be having 8 finals to go. So it's good for us.
Coming to this match, remember Arsenal are in their best form ever, and at the moment they are brimming with confidence. Now, the last time that Arsenal did beat Liverpool was at Anfield. That was in 2012, and again Arsenal repeated the same fate this season by winning the match 3-2. Now, Major Don, what will be the difference this time round? Arsenal going away to face Liverpool, who have not really been doing well of late.
The difference will be the same way we have done with Tottenham Hotspur, the same thing we've done with Manchester United, the same thing we've done with Chelsea during the first leg. They are also coming in for the second leg. With the same thing we've done with Brentford, with Aston Villa, with Leeds, with Bournemouth, we've proved again and again that we are capable of changing the tides around. So Anfield has been perceived previously to be a war territory, a place where you go and lose. Just as you said, it's been long since we last won there. But even their coach himself, Jürgen Klopp, knows very well, and he's just commented, I saw that in his press, he's just commented that Arsenal are a threat to any Premier League team this season. So he knows that. We are brimming in terms of confidence, in terms of beautiful football, free flow football. We are brimming in terms of scoring. If you've seen, I think we are we are the highest in terms of goal scoring and chances that we are creating, and defensive wise. The last matches we've defended very well, conceding very few goals. And it's a plus, it's a big plus to a team that is fully focused on winning the league. I can tell you for sure this season we are winning it in style. The last time we were there during 29 rounds. We are on 29 rounds. This one will be the 30th against. So during 29 rounds, as we were going for our 30th round, we were going to face Leicester City. And we were going to face Aston Villa, not Leicester. Sorry, Leicester was the 29th match last season. 30th was Aston Villa. As we're going to face Aston Villa, this time round we are at 72 points. But last season at the same time, during 29 matches going to the 30th match, we were struggling at 42 points. And we finished at 69. And that was a wake-up call. So it tells you a lot that we have a very big gap difference between last season and this season. We are doing greater things. We are winning in style, we are scoring more goals. So I can tell you for sure, Anfield will be a walk in the park for us. We are planned and we are going to execute the walk.
Of course, Arsenal do have all the intentions concerning this match when they will play at Anfield, and we only have time to tell. Now, Mr. Don, we've seen that Liverpool are unbeaten in the last Premier League matches against Arsenal at Anfield. Do you think that this will play a role maybe in the minds of Arsenal players, that maybe they'll say, guys, we've not won here in a very long time? Do you think now this is the time to break that jinx and Arsenal try to win the match?
You said well that Liverpool are unbeaten in the last matches we played with them in Anfield.
Yeah.
But we've beaten them during the first leg, and it was a wake-up call to tell you that we are doing great things. Last season we did the same thing. We beat them at Emirates with Arteta again, and we beat them twice because we also beat them last season in FA Cup as well, in our long run towards that. So it's a wake-up call. It's something to be considered, and I'm sure Arteta has proved again he's a genius in terms of planning for matches before, and I'm sure he has that in mind. And what you have at Anfield is a hostile fans. We have hostile fans at Anfield. The Liverpool fans are really good at pushing their players to win. We are told when you go to play against Liverpool at Anfield, you're playing against 13 people. There are 12 in the field, and the 13th is the fans. Yeah. So they really know how to, you never walk alone thing. The theme and the movement and making the atmosphere, the ambience to be, hostile for the visitors to win. But trust me, this time round we are coming in style. We don't listen to outside voices. The Englishman says if there is no enemy within, then the enemy outside can do me no harm. So we are coming to win because we ourselves are super motivated. You've seen that before. We've thrown in one of our weak, conceived weak players in form of Kenan Ketia when Jesus was injured, and Ketia did great against big teams.
Now, Major Don, at the moment Liverpool is like a wounded animal, and of late they have not been stringing in results. Of late,
sure.
They have been performing below the belt. And do you think now this is the opportune time for Jurgen Klopp to try to shake up things at Liverpool and try to win this match, considering that they are also in the chase for the top 4 finish? Do you think is it a matter of too late for Liverpool to try to salvage the remainder of the season that is left?
Well, salvaging the remainder of the season that has been left, that one I'll leave to them, but it might be too late but not too late, depending with how they will see it themselves. But Jurgen Klopp has proved before to be a good coach. To be a good coach, he's won the league. I think 2 seasons ago, he carried the league in 2019 during the Corona period and the issues. They were the ones who carried the league. So I think he's proved before to be a good coach, but what's happening with them this season, they've got a lot of injuries on most of their good players. But again, the Swahili saying chagua jembe si mkulima. So we won't use that as an excuse, but I'm sure he's a good coach. He knows how to plan matches and how to, do his best. And I'm expecting he'll do a lot to try and win the match and beat us. But I can tell you again, there's a reason why we are called league leaders. And for the big part of this season up to now, we've been leading the league. That should tell you something. It doesn't just come by chance. And around the globe, Premier League is perceived to be the best league, most competitive league in the world. Because any team can beat you at any time, at any place, even at your own home. We were beaten in our own home by Everton 1-0. The other time, coaches helping Newcastle to get a draw from our home place. But they're still coming. We will see. We will meet with them. So, as you said, I'm expecting some challenge. I'm expecting Liverpool to twist things around. But that's fine. That's the part of play. That's the part of game. Arsenal is not shocked this time round. We win matches even in the last minute.
Now, Major Don, Where do you think that this match will be won? Because Liverpool have been known for playing this high 10 match, the high energy match. That is the kind of match that they play under Jurgen Klopp is mostly a quick counter-attacking football, and most of the time they tend to use Salah, who is trying to bring in the goals for Liverpool, and we've seen this Liverpool is also a fairly good new team, because we also have the likes of Nunes, we also have the likes of Godi Gakpo. Where do you think that the battle will be won between these two great teams?
Arsenal are winning this game. Arsenal are winning this game, and most likely he will not even start Salah. That's what I'm saying. Most likely he may not even start Salah, because he knows, we already know Salah and how he plays. So most likely he may not start Salah. And then again, look at Liverpool. The last 3 matches he's not won any match. In the last 3 matches,
yeah,
he's been struggling. He's had 2 draws and 1 loss, and has conceded a number of goals up to now. He's been conceding goals easily, and it's a shock because he's got one of the best goalkeepers.
And also one of the best defenders, that is Virgil van Dijk,
who's just coming back from injury. I think he might be thrown in our match. He was not there during the match against Chelsea.
Yeah.
So you will wonder what's happening with them, but I want to hope and believe they will give us at least a challenge, because we don't want to win easily. We want to win in style, the way we usually win. But I can tell you for sure, we're winning this match at Anfield. Arsenal are going with this match again. It's something very easy for us. Yeah, it's just a matter of proving you guys and our enemies wrong again, because we've done that again and again and again.
Now, in the first leg, we saw that Arsenal won the match 3-2. Do you think that Arteta should try to build up that momentum from the first leg and maybe try to go ahead to Anfield and get all the 3 points, or do you think now he should try to adopt a more defensive approach, maybe try to learn the ropes that Liverpool are going to use in this match? Or do you think that Arteta should go all out attacking? Your take on this?
I think so far we've seen with Arteta, he likes planning his wins. He just doesn't win, he plans his wins. I'd prefer that he doesn't play any defensive game. Because if you give Liverpool a chance to keep on attacking again and again and again, these guys will score so many goals against him. So he needs to keep them on toes, keep attacking them, so that they retreat back to their, their own half and start defending. And the worst thing you can ever do against Arsenal is show them you're defending. Because, my friend, we are very creative. We are very creative players. Odegaard is super. Trossard is a super assister. There's a match he gave 3 assists during first half.
Yeah,
against Fulham, he gave 3 assists in Fulham in first half. That tells you something. We have players. Saka is leading in assists. So far he has 12 goals and assists so far. He's been doing great.
Now,
so we are giving assists from all wings. So Liverpool, you cannot play a defensive match against Liverpool. These guys will threaten you again and again and again. And they have good plays in attacking. Gakpo adding to that. Darwin Nunez adding to that. Salah is also a good addition to the set. You have Chamberlain, who is also a good addition from that. Chamberlain, who came from Arsenal. He plays midfield, but a very nice attacking midfielder. So you cannot give Liverpool a chance to keep on attacking again and again. You have to threaten them with attacks so that these guys retreat. And then they have players who've been good, like Trent Alexander-Arnold,
yeah,
who's been really good, but nowadays we don't know what's happening with him. There's a lot of balls that are coming from his way. So one of the biggest contests you're going to have this weekend is Martinelli versus Alexander-Arnold.
Arnold is a good player by all standards moving forward, but
sure, defensively is really poor.
He has his shortcomings.
He has been given problems. During first leg, Martinelli gave him problems again and again and again until he was substituted. So you can imagine you were now bringing Martinelli out and you're bringing in somebody like Trossard. That is the end of Liverpool.
Now, before we move on, I just have to give you this fact quickly. Arsenal and Liverpool, overall, they've played 236 matches. Liverpool having a bigger chunk of the wins. They've won 93 times. They've drawn 62 times against Arsenal, and Arsenal has won 81 times. That is all the matches that the two have played. And in the Premier League alone, they've played 59 matches. Liverpool winning 24 matches, drawing 9, and Arsenal winning 16. Now, Major Don, this match, do you think somehow it has a bearing towards the towards the English Premier League? Will it really affect the outcome of who is going to lift the trophy?
It will not affect, but it will have an additional points to us to win the match. But it is also considered very important. Now you've talked about history, how they win, they have won more matches against us. Let me quote Mr. Wenger, Arsene Wenger, his famous quote.
The professor.
The professor. The professor said one day when he was told he was going to play against Mourinho's team, when Mourinho was coaching Chelsea back then, and then he was told, Chelsea have a history of beating you a lot of times. You know, what do you think about that? Arsene Wenger said that history does not win you matches. It's how good you are during that match. Because if history was winning people's matches, then those teams that have been winning before, like Nottingham Forest has also carried Champions League. Where is Nottingham Forest right now?
Currently they are fighting relegation battle.
Exactly. West Ham has been there on the Champions League. Where is West Ham right now? The Stoke City has won Premier League and Champions League a number of times. Now, where are they right now? So let's now talk about history. Because history has proven before to fail people and to convince people the wrong way. So it's not about history of how much Liverpool has won, but how good will they be during this match on this Sunday on that field. But I can tell you for sure, it will be a very tactical match. That one I can assure you, because Klopp knows Arsenal this season are the best, are the most informed team in terms of scoring and defending. We have the best record in terms of scoring and defending. We have the best. And creativity, we've created the most chances in the Premier League. You can check that out. So it is going to be a high octave match. In terms of speed, we are good at that. Liverpool also good at that. But this time round, Arsenal do not just move the ball in speed, but we move with speed and style. We know where we are heading. So it's a match that is going to be won, but I can tell you expect a lot of goals in that field.
A lot of
That's
goals,
for sure. Yeah.
Between Arsenal and Manchester United. And one thing I like about Arsenal fans this season is that they are oozing and brimming with confidence. Every time you talk to an Arsenal fan, they will tell you that of course we are going to win this match, and it's happening for them. So far, so good. It has been a very good show, guys, from us. Keep on supporting this channel. View, like, subscribe and share, and you can also comment on the comment section. As for me, my crew, and Major Don, it's bye-bye for now.